Hello everybody, here today with some Russia 10.7, specifically the T-80 UM2. This first battle ended up with 11 kills total, but 8 in the UM2, so we're just going to follow the UM2 through that first bit of action. On this particular map, Errol C, my general philosophy is I think the B point controls who wins or loses the match. A and C are people are going to fight over those, but I think B is the one where you want to put most of your efforts. What interesting thing you're going to see with this video is what I like to call Russian bullshittery. It is literally you're going to watch about 6 or 7 minutes worth of just unabashed Russian bias. The reason why these T-80s and to a lesser extent the T-72s are so strong is because they just don't react the way they should when you shoot them. And so we'll get this cap point first, and then we'll move on to the first example of that. And so once you take the B cap on this map, if there's nobody that's contesting you in between B and C, you've got a pretty straight shot to be able to move up to this building right here and not quite spawn camp, but get their guys as they're moving to and from the A cap. And so right here, there's an Abrams there that I don't see in time. He shoots me in the side. His shot is a little behind me, so it takes out my engine compartment. He comes back, and that is the Russian bullshittery that I'm talking about. If you look at the damage panel in the lower left-hand corner, you can see that he shot me through my second ERA panel. That should have gone straight into the crew compartment, straight into the ammo carousel, and that should have killed me. I should be dead, but I wasn't because it's Russian. And when tanks are Russian, you get your shots eaten by fuel tanks, eaten by ERA, eaten by everything, eaten by vodka-drunken crews. And he paid for that. He did nothing wrong. He did everything right. He played that perfectly, and he lost. And that's Russian bullshittery in a nutshell.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Can we get out now? Can we get out now?
So right here, I hear some stuff. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I don't want to get flanked. So we're going to move to this back wall here and make sure I don't get flanked from the seaside. And there's something there. It's a wolf pack. Wolfpack is dead. You shoot those things towards the back under the turret. You miss all the empty space in the front. There's a guy right there crossing. It looks like an Abrams IPM-1. He's dead. Here comes another Wolfpack. Once again, under the back. For whatever reason, I only killed one crew member with that. So I'm going to pop around the corner real quick because there's something shooting us from behind. Kill him. Turn around. It looks like it's some kind of a Swedish AA. Ignore him. Kill the DS first. Machine gun this guy. He's not going to die. So now we kill him with a dart. This match is not going particularly well. While we've gotten control of the B cap, and I missed that Abrams because of the pile of stone. You can't shoot through that. That will eat your rounds. But this game looks like it's going poorly. Got the B cap, but we lost A and C. There's no presence on C, no presence on A, and most of our team has already left. So this match right here is just going to be constantly chasing the win. The Abrams right there shows why that's such a good vehicle. It's got such a fast reverse speed. You can pop in and out and shoot you if you're not paying attention, which I wasn't. So rather than play peekaboo with that guy, I'm going to come around the corner, try to kill some other folks over here while this game is still going on. And that is another example of the Russian bullshittery I was talking about. That XM1 hit me straight in the side. Straight in the side. I should have been dead. Didn't lose a single crew member, didn't even lose a track. It just, I don't know what happened to that shot, but it didn't kill me, which it should have. So that's twice now that the Russian bullshittery saved me. And so kill the Bradley. There's something coming up from behind. Looks like some kind of an SPAA. Shot it in the turret. Driver breach. It didn't kill it. And this is going to be probably my demise right here. Second shot didn't kill it. So we pull back out. There's an Abrams at the end of the street. Didn't see him. And he finally, I guess he's set some golden eagles to Gaijin, and they finally let him kill me. So that's the end of this match. Ended up getting 10 kills, 11 kills total, 10 on the ground, 1 in the air, 8 with the UM2. So this is the results screen, 70,000 credits, 12,000 RP. Overall, it was a good match. I'll take it, but it wasn't a win. So here we are in the next match. This is Berlin. I don't normally like to go over to this side, but I took the UM2 over to the east of A because it's a single cap match. And so I figure what I'll do is I'll come to the corner up here and do a little counter sniping, try to maybe suppress some of their people in those buildings so that we can get onto the cap and stay onto the cap. Line of sight is terrible through the gunner scope right here, so we're going to do some commander shooting, binoc shooting rather. Range the M1A1, gunner loader. Now we've got a 2A4. Can see him through the smoke. Not sure how that happened, but horizontal him. That looks like some kind of a, maybe a Bradley, but it had a missile on it. So, and then there's a Lav AV who I had no clue was even there. My gun was out, but the Lav AVs are very lightly armored, so the Dishka machine gun on top was able to kill him. But that Lav AD did everything right. It looks like he just had the Stinger, so he didn't have any of the Hydra rockets to be able to shoot me. He tried. He did what he could, but I didn't even know he was there. Had no clue. So we'll put a round into the 2A4. Here comes the Abrams. The Abrams is dead. And we'll 2A4 again. That driver does not want to take any damage. He's just orange. And once again, the driver takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of spall, but he doesn't die. So Russian bullshittery isn't just Russian. He didn't die, and here comes a Panzer battalion, and he's going to kill me. So that was only a kill and assist with the UM2. So we'll bring out the T90A. The T90A and the UM2 are very similar. The 90A is probably a little bit tougher frontally, but it doesn't have the agility or the mobility that the T80U series does. But it has, I don't know if it's Gen 2 or Gen 3, it's got high quality thermals on it, which make target spotting and sniping really easy and really effective with this vehicle. So we're going to go back over to the same area I was just in, because why not? This thing doesn't have the gun depression or the reverse speed to play peekaboo on the little hills that this side of the map is built for. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. I want to be careful going over here because I have no idea what has happened to that side of the map since I died. I don't know if anything has moved in over there. There was the Panzer battalion was over there. Don't know where he is. Didn't see any indications that he'd been killed. So want to be a little careful. We've got no targets in the thermals, and they're just continuing to wall up our team. There's something there. It looks like a tow weasel, so kill that little bugger. We've only got a few players left. There's no sign of the Panzer Battalion over here, at least that I've been able to see. No idea where he is or where he went. We've got control of the cap for now. And so you can see how easy it is to spot targets with these high quality crisp thermals. There's a helicopter right there. Laze it, shoot it, crit, damage its tail. I don't think that necessarily killed it, but it's hard to imagine a 5-kilogram dart traveling at 1,700 meters a second, making contact with a fragile 1960s era helicopter. Didn't do more damage to it. Would think that the sheer impact alone, the force of that would be just devastating to the airframe, but it wasn't. And now there's a Swedish Mi-28 who is taking his time. We're going to try to thread a shot through that window. Got it. I don't want to call that wasn't a lot of skill involved there. It was a lot of luck that the shell went straight. So, but once again, never would have been able to make that shot without those crisp thermals letting me know there was somebody there. And so this is one of the interesting parts about the way the spotting mechanics work. Is I was just staring at that spot, staring at it literally, and the guy was not there, and then all of a sudden, only after I get lased and he shoots a missile, does he appear. That's part of the easy anti-cheat, where it's supposed to prevent you from being able to illegally spot people, but what it does is it makes you play line-of-sight games, and oftentimes they are a little screwy. And see, once again, there he is. Wasn't there before, he's there now. And so it looks like it's a Bradley of some kind, because he keeps peppering me with his autocannon. And so if you look at the mini-map, you'll see that my team is folded. There's nobody left. They've got a light tank in the spawn. And so we'll finally been able to get a shot off on that guy and kill him. So it looks like it's just me, 2 guys on the ground, and a couple drones left, and that's it. It's only a matter of time before they move in and take A. So at this point, I've decided to go back and try to help our people in spawn with this little light tank here. It looks like it's a CV90-105. And there he is moving, and there he is dead. Easy enough. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to win this match. This match is over. Just got to try to farm some more kills. And so there's a helicopter. I hear it. I don't know exactly where it's at, but that UH-1B that I crit before with the dart on its tail, it just killed our T-55 AM-1, and there's the Mi-28, the Swedish one. And so I'm playing a few little game here with trying to shoot him with a dart, and then we've got 3 missiles, and this is exactly why I've got the missiles, is in case you find a stationary helicopter, but he knows what's going on. He knows that there's missiles coming at him, so he's playing the evade game, and I just don't hit him. He's good at what he's doing. He manages to evade all my missiles. And I evaded him as well, so which is positive. And then that one's coming in. We're going to machine gun it and move back into cover. And so it's just me and a 2S38 left at this point. So I'm getting targeted by something. It's a drone or a helicopter. Don't know what it is. It's probably a drone at this point. So we'll throw up the smoke, break the drone lock. Maybe he wastes his missiles and drops them in the smoke. Now it's just me left now at this point. We still got the A-cap. They are not on it. So at this point in time, even though I know the game is probably over, I mean, it still looks like it might be a win. It could pull it out. So I'm going to move. Hear something coming this way. Not sure what it is, but I know it's coming. So we're going to try to get rid of this guy first. And there's looks like it was a drone that managed to shoot me with a Hellfire. So we'll try to do the little bit of repair work here. And end up getting killed by the drone. So that's 5 kills with the T-90A. They are now on the A-cap, and so I'm still thinking to myself that there's a chance here. So we'll pop out the 2S38 to deal with the aircraft that are left, and then we'll try to retake. So there's the Mi-28. We'll shoot the dart, get the HE and the loader. And don't want to move because I don't want to lose my spawn protection. Don't know where the other guys are. Kill the F-89. There is still the Mi-28 is up, and I believe the UH-1 is still up as well. But that was the end of that match. Nothing significant happened except we lost. So here is the third and final match of the day, and this is the one I like to call persistence. One of the things that I hear a lot and that I see a lot of people say is that they don't spawn because they can't really influence the result of the battle. It's not worth it. They don't get rewarded for it. Their repair costs are too high. It doesn't matter. Once a game looks like it's over, it's over. And so this match is an example of what happens when you spawn and spawn and spawn and spawn, and you keep playing and you keep fighting, and ultimately at the end you come out victorious. And so in this map, that's a M1A1 just absolutely destroyed me coming over the hill. First spawn in the UM2 ended up doing absolutely nothing, which is fine. That's why the beauty of the Russian lineup is that you kill one tank and there's a dozen more that are equally effective that you can bring out. And so we'll bring the T-90 out. So with our team having absolutely no presence in towards the city, we're going to go in the same general direction. Want to be there on the left flank. That was incredibly lucky for me that guy flubbed his shot. So we got the first hit on him, pop around to the side, kill him, Panzer Battalion. And that's one of the advantage of being in a Russian tank, is that if that was a NATO tank, and if I was a NATO tank and that Panzer Battalion was Russian, as soon as I came over the hill, he would have shot me center mass, and it would have done catastrophic damage to my vehicle. But because I'm playing the Russian bias mobiles, I can tank those shots, whereas he can't. So we got another Panzer Battalion coming down the side. There's a M60 AMBT rather, back in the city. Don't want to deal with him right now, especially in the middle of a reload. So we'll smoke and reevaluate. See somebody in the distance sniping, crit the loader right through the turret face, so that was probably an M1, just a standard M1. These rounds don't go through the turret faces of the IPM1 or the M1A1. And I now figured out what that constant lasing was. It was a drone. Shocking. So this is third spawn. Most of the team, half the team is gone. Significant portion is in the air, and so there's very little ground presence. But we'll bring the BMP-2 out. This vehicle is usually, I don't like to spawn in it first or second, but it's a good third spawn. Once the enemy team has gotten a little bit lighter, and you know you're going to be dealing with potentially more of the enemies at one time, this is one of the vehicles to go to. And so there's the AMBT was up there, and he died pretty quickly and pretty easily. He had no clue I was coming. That M1A1 that killed me right at the beginning of the match, that was him. He finally died. So what I'm trying to do here is to stay close quarters in the city where I can hear things coming at me. Nobody can snipe me from long range. And close quarters with the autocannon and the fast-firing missiles that you can shoot on the move with this thing. It's pretty effective in close quarters. So trying to communicate to the team, keep spawning. This game isn't over. I mean, we're up on tickets. We're up 4 tickets. So literally the only way we lose is if we quit. So I'm going to move through the city here, try to get back close to their northwest spawn, maybe get some side shots on them coming out. There's an A-10 coming in. Not quite in range to track yet, but you can see him by the big smoke trail in the sky.
To the map.
Here's me waiting for him to get within missile range. Check the missile, realize it's 5.5 kilometers, and then proceed to forget as I shoot the side of a building. And he's moving away from me, and I just completely missed the fact that he's moving away. So by the time this missile is going to get to 5.5 kilometers, he's going to be well out of range. And this is an example of the tunnel vision you can get, even though I'm staring right at the screen that tells me what range it's at. It didn't compute in my head that the missile wasn't going to hit him. And so now we're down to 5 people. So we're now down to 4 on the ground. The guy that just died respawned. They've got more players than us. So we've managed to decap B, which is a good thing because it will then alert us when they start to recap, so we don't know. So we know where they are. And here's a M1128 Wolfpack that wasn't a Wolfpack, that was just the striker, who was just as oblivious to me as I was to him initially. And so I've got some movement here. I hear it, can't quite see it, but playing on that hill where I've got the downside of the piss poor Russian gun depression is not a good idea. So I'm trying to figure out where this guy's at. I got a lucky scout on him, saw his antenna, and it looks like it's a Panzer Battalion or a 2A4. Can't really tell from here. And so I know we've got somebody up in a plane, so I'm trying to keep this guy scouted so that maybe this drone can hit him. But they keep killing our team, and so right now they've got a couple more players than we do, and it's looking, I mean, we're still up 4 tickets, but you got to keep spawning. So their AA truck just got taken out. We lost a 2S-38, which means they've still got an A7 in the air. We've still got a drone up with 2 missiles, or with 1 missile rather. Trying to figure out a way where I can engage this. But if you look at chat, the guy in the drone just told me to relax, that he's got it taken care of, and then Panzer Battalion dies. And so I'm moving here to try to get a better vantage point. I don't like being back there stuck between that hill and the city. It's like I said, it's not good for vehicles that don't have gun depression, so I don't want to be back there. Saw that there's a guy in the back trying to spawn campus, so I want to run back and try to help and keep these folks in the game. And so thankfully he's dead. Because the last thing you want at this point in time is for people who have spawned 3 or 4 times to run out of points because they get killed by planes. Really despise CAS. It's just an absolute scourge. And then here's me being a terrible shot. There we go. And there's a lav coming down up the hill for me. So just going to wait for him to crest. Oh, and there's somebody behind me. Leopard 2K. So while I was distracted, the 2K snuck up behind me and killed me. So they've got now 2 vehicles that are pretty close to being able to look out over the spawn point. We're still up some tickets, so keep spawning. All you can do is keep spawning. And at this point in time, it's me, a Terms, and a guy in a frog foot, and that's it. And they've got 6 people left, so it's 6 on 3, their advantage, and they're in our cap. There's the Leopard 1 kill. I can't imagine what more that guy has left. That's a 9.0 tank. I think he's scraping bottom of barrel. He either came in really under tiered or he's scraping bottom, so that was a good one. That might get him out of the match. And so there's something up over the crest of this hill. You can hear it. I don't want to push up too far and give away my position, but there it is. It looks like it's a Leopard 2K, so we're going to do to him what they so frequently do. Use that 30 mil on the Moderna and just wreck him. So first we took out his 30 and then dart to the face. So it's 2 guys left against a bunch of them, and at this point in time the match just turns into a game of cat and mouse trying to avoid their aircraft, and I just skipped to the final scene since there's no more real fighting in it. So ended up winning because we spawned. It was me and one other guy at the end, got 20,000 RP and 73,000 silver lions out of it, and so that's with 4 deaths. And so anybody that tells you that you can't win, they're lying. You can win, you can make money, you can make research, you just have to keep at it. And that's it. So thanks for watching.